it's Hope at Crafty Hope, and I am here working on the fifth page in my small junk journal. I've got pages 1, 2, and 4 should already be up for y'all to see, and this is page 5. I skipped page 3 because it was not working. But in this one, I have got, it's a piece of scrapbook paper that I kind of threw in there, and it looks like at some point I had gone through and drew around the inside of those elongated rectangles. And I really thought I was going to play with those rectangles a little bit more, so I decided to go ahead and paint the inside of them with just some plain white gesso. And then to continue the kind of geometric theme of that, I've got this sticker waste from some labels I had used, and I'm just sticking that down. Like I said, it kind of carries on that geometric rectangular thing that was going on. And I had absolutely no direction with this page, except that I don't know. Really thought I was going to carry on this, and I kind of do carry on some of the rectangular stuff, but I don't know. So once I got the sticker down, it adhered really well. I took some book pages and tore them into smaller pieces and was sticking them inside the inside of that sticker waste and just gluing it down with my Oohoo glue stick. I think there, the top one, I've got some dictionary paper, and below that is some page from some kind of book that's in like German or something that's got some fancy writing, and then there's a part of like a yellow receipt of some kind. So I stuck those down, and you know, to had that gesso sitting there off on the side, so I decided to draw some straight up and down lines and section it off even more because I didn't have enough long rectangles on there. So yeah, that'll work. And I pulled out some Delusions paint, and I took that, and I don't know which color, maybe funky fuchsia or some kind of magenta, and just made some little dashes with that in two of the sections alternating, and then took a turquoise of the Delusions paint and then did some other little lines on the other two sections that are there. And that sticker waste had a little bit of a turquoise blue on it, so that kind of helped carry that turquoise blue into there. So once I got those all down, I pulled out a couple different sprays. One is, I think this first one I use is a homemade alcohol ink spray that's black, and I spray that down, and I moved it around a little bit, but it doesn't move around a lot with water. And then I took a black Dylusion spray and sprayed that down. And I really thought I was going to get a little bit darker there, but I guess I wasn't thinking it through. But I like the splattery effect of it, so I kind of didn't mess with that's over on the right, but spread out some of the other, spreading it out, deciding that I would just do something big and in the middle of this to kind of finally bring it all together. Now that was still a little too, I guess, undercolored or something for me, so I decided to pull out black gesso and just put that in the middle. And so I'm using just a paintbrush and smearing it out, trying to leave some of the spray around the outside of it, so it looks like it's kind of fading outward. And that black gesso did a great job of giving me a nice black matte space. And it was big enough that I could write in it, so I just wrote "make it work" because that's really what I was doing with this page. I added a couple of little dots, and all that was done with my white Sharpie paint pen. And then I took a charcoal pencil just to kind of, the gesso was so dark against that it didn't let that color spread out a little, so I wanted to fade the edges of that gesso a little, so I just went around it and bled it with my finger. And then I come back here in a minute and put Tim Gunn's name down because that's a famous Tim Gunn quote from Project Runway. I'm a huge fan. And that's it for this page. It was kind of all over the place, but I think in the end I made it work. Now, if you like this, give me a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe, and thank you so much for coming by.